these streams have been, this weekend streams have been very cursed. I was trying to have a good time, and they just decided, no, you can't have that. All right. Rao Gale is the author of the last one that we're going to read, and that's also the last one he wrote, actually. He wrote a couple series too: The Painkiller, Programmable Patients, Living Village, Blade of Rebirth, The Remains of a Chair, Photosynthetic Mana, and Rubble Sword. The most recent we read from him is Sir Michael Cavendish in the Guise of the King of Serpents. Yeah. Which, I remember that one. That was a very fun one. And this one is called A Tragic Accident. And it's like a 10-minute read at best. Let's see, does it work? Good. Let's finish this because I'm tired. I have to go to bed. Upper class Euclid. Physical containment procedures. Information regarding SCP-2019 is largely self-containing and requires no information suppressing on behalf of the Foundation. Detection of potential SCP-2019 cases is to be handled by automated system designated to this purpose. Such systems are designed to detect discrepancies in legal, medicinal, press, and bureaucratic documents associated with SCP-2109. Personnel involved in investigation of SCP-2109 defer to results produced by such systems rather than their own judgment when determining the probable existence of an SCP-2109 case. All recordings or footage involved SCP-2109 cases are to be analyzed via Silver Crescent protocols. Silver Crescent is a counter-info hazard measure developed to allow for the analysis of still images to highlight information which human operators cannot perceive in said images. Further details are not available to personnel without requisite clearance. If an SCP-2109 case is confirmed, investigative personnel are to attempt to retrieve any documents or data storage devices belonging to the deceased which relate to mathematics or which were acquired or composed shortly before their death. Documents relating to SCP-2109 are not to be stored centrally either in physical or digital form. Any location where SCP-2109 documents are stored must be surveilled using Silver Crescent protocols. Description: it should be noted that most knowledge of SCP-2109 is not drawn from direct observation, and its existence cannot be large extent only and its existence can to a large extent only be inferred. SCP-2109 is a phenomenon affecting the deaths of certain people, their corpses, and all legal proceedings relating to those deaths. SCP-2109 is suspected to be infohazardous in nature. All cases affected by SCP-2109 have been deaths by natural causes and have a tendency to involve students and academics, particularly involved in certain fields of mathematics, though this is not always the case. In all cases, the deaths are fully acknowledged to have occurred in circumstances and to be the result of injuries that would usually suggest that the cause of death was not natural, but rather of a violent nature. Despite this, all deaths affected by SCP-2109 are known to be cases of death by natural causes. All tested human beings, when confronted with evidence of the death, will dismiss it as a natural or accidental death, apparently in defiance of evidence. The reason for this discrepancy is unknown. The general consensus among SCP-2109 research staff is that these deaths are subject to an infohazardous or mimetic effect which the Foundation presently is presently unable to counter. However, the possibility that the individuals involved in SCP-2109 instances have undergone a metamorphic anomaly at the moment of death, or that SCP-2109 causes a recurring glitch in the Foundation meme analysis software have also been considered. The death affected by SCP-2109 frequently coincide with the discrepancies or destruction of documents authored by the deceased, as well as computers, phones, and other data storage devices used by them. SCP-2109 was discovered following detection by IAKOB, a semi-intelligent text analysis system designed by the Foundation to scan legal documentation, police transcripts, and court records to identify potential anomalies involved in criminal incidents. Part of IAKOB's roles include identifying mind-affecting and mimetic anomalies. IAKOB detected an irresolvable discrepancy between the findings of a coroner's inquest into the death of Dr. Simon Rice, a mathematician from Sheffield, United Kingdom, and the physical evidence provided during the trial. IAKOB determined that Dr. Rice's body had received injuries that should have led to quest to return a verdict of unlawful killing. These findings, although unverified by any human source with full knowledge of the case, have been verified by other meme analysis programs and blind tests of unbriefed medical and legal experts, have all indicated that under normal circumstances the death would have been considered a potential murder or suicide. For example, tests involving presenting relevant personnel with hypothetical evidence matching the details of Dr. Rice's death without revealing the existence of a real death matching this description or naming the deceased or the location. Since this initial instance of SCP-2109 was identified, between 80 and 150 SCP-2109 affected deaths are believed to have occurred. And 1. Partial list of SCP-2109 affected deaths. Deceased: Miss G. D., a postgraduate mathematics student and associate of Simon Rice, Sheffield, England. The detail of injury: Miss D. died as a result of a broken neck. She was found hanging by the neck from the second-story window of her home by the length of rope which was fastened to a bedpost. Miss D. was recovered in an unidentified dark fluid when her body was found. Dr. Simon Rice, a mathematician employed at Sheffield University, England. Sheffield, England. Dr. Rice died from exsanguination resulting from a number of deep lacerations to the arms, neck, abdomen, and face. Dr. Rice's eyes and tongue were not found at the scene of his death. The coroner's inquest suggests that it may have been removed by scavenging animals, although Dr. Rice was found in his apartment and had been dead for only 2 hours when the body was found. Mr. C, a publisher working at Hey Links, we're about to finish. This stream has been absolute gobshite, bro. The most scuffed, the most cursed stream I ever had to do with SCP stuff. Working at the academic journal of Mechanics, but welcome to the Fluff. New York, New York. Mr. A died of asphyxiation. Melted remnants of a plastic bag were found on his head and neck. A pictogram of unknown significance had been cut into his upper back immediately prior to his death. Mr. A's corpse appears to have spontaneously caught fire. Mr. U. B., a professor of mathematics at University, 21st 2008, California. Mr. B. Heart is believed to have forcibly expelled it. Like, my OBS froze twice. Now it's freaking out completely. Yeah. Yesterday, I found out it wasn't even recording my voice. So the vault and the recorded footage of yesterday's SCP reading is silent. There's nothing. Yeah, I'm frustrated. I'm a little bit mad. I'm also tired because I've been reading for almost 4 hours again. Yesterday was also a 4-hour stream. Possibly expelled from his chest, possibly as a result of an undiagnosed medical condition. The flesh around the resultant wound was charred. Mrs. D. G. Mr. F. F. L. Miss R. K. Mr. J. A. Amateur mathematics enthusiast. 4th 11/2008 International. The deceased were members of an internet-based group of mathematics enthusiasts. All died in their homes as a result of what was believed to be accidental sharp force trauma to the skull. Symbols, apparently some form of language or code, has been painted onto the exposed skin of the deceased and onto furniture and walls around the bodies. In each case, computers and other data storage devices used by the victims were missing. So I understand now, like, every death that happened is clearly a suicide or a murder, but they also oh no, it's natural. Dr. S. C. Because I'm tired, I thought it was the other way around, but it's not. A mathematician employed by the Foundation to analyze the output of SCP. 3rd 2010, abducted. Dr. C. Hair was the only part of the body to be recovered and was found in Dr. C's office. A large amount of Dr. C's notes were missing, including all references to the specific cipher she was studying at the time of the death. Investigation into this event is ongoing. Wait, no. I'm confused. Is it like where the deaths were like no, hold on. So the deaths were natural causes, but the injuries. I need to reread this again because once I have to like make the thumbnail, because right now I'm confused. I'm confused which way it is. If it's like a natural cause death that looks more ridiculous, or if it's like a insane death that people write off as natural cause. And then following Dr. C death, and I'm sorry, Dr. Rio Gale, for not understanding what this SCP right now. I'm just very tired and stressed out and frustrated. It has nothing to do with your SCP if you see this video. Following Dr. C's death and her identification as a SCP-2109 instance, a review of security camera footage from Site 26 using Silver Crescent protocols revealed the presence of an anomalous humanoid entity in recording this footage, 1.9 meters in height, dressed in a robe made of black cloth and possibly feathers with a cylindrical headpiece which completely obscured its face. The entity does not appear... It's okay, I still support though. Does not appear to be human as its hands appear alien and have 4 digits. The entity was first observed on the 28th 2nd, 2010, entering general work area at Site 26 and observing Foundation mathematician engaged in discussion of SCP output. Over the next 2 days, the entity is seen to observe these mathematicians at work, often standing motionless in the offices for long stretches of time before beginning to watch and follow Dr. C's exclusively. No personnel appeared to notice or react to the entity presence during this time, and the entity was not detected during a prior review of the security footage, which did not utilize Silver Crescent methodology. At 10:51 EST on the 2nd, 3rd, 2010, Level 1 employee Mr. E.B. was observed to have stepped around the entity upon passing it in a corridor, but extensive interrogation of Mr. B indicates that he has no recollection of this event and was likely unaware of the entity's presence in the time. At 17:56, 2nd, 3rd, 2010, Dr. C leaves redacted and is followed by the entity, which is observed by a security camera in the staff parking facility getting into the passenger seat of Dr. C's car when she unlocks the vehicle. At 2:45 on 3rd, 2010, the entity is recorded entering redacted, removing Dr. C's severed head from within its clothing and placing it in a cabinet in her office before leaving the site. What role the entity had in her death remains unknown. It's also unclear how the entity bypassed a number of automated security checkpoints while traversing the site. As a result of this new information, SCP-2109 case ought to be examined to determine if similar entities were present at the scenes of other SCP-2109 affected deaths. The significance of the cipher that Dr. was working on at the time of her death is likewise unknown. Security measures at redacted have been modified in light of these events, but no recurrence has been noted since. Man, I got so stressed out the last 3 SCPs, and I hate that that's the case. I want to give each SCP a fair shot. I don't want to speed read through it and show lack of care, because especially for all the people that wrote it and for the people that will see the video afterwards. But I was meant to be asleep an hour ago because I have to wake up at 8. Alright. Here we go. Alright. But yeah, we still got it done. Even if it was very scuffed at the end.